I think Garrett has a great comfort level on certain routes with guys. You know, Hansley, I think he's, you know, has a certain comfort level. Obviously, Charles Lovett. And the more and more we kind of get these other guys in and the calls from a get-it-to standpoint, I think, you know, spreading it around is kind of the way I believe.
How important was it for you to get like a Nick Stevens and Kevin Nutt some more time in the secondary, Sean Johnson?
Yeah, those guys played a lot and played early. We had a rotation set where a lot of those guys were playing, as you go back and watch the video, in significant part of the game, not just in mop-up duty. I think that is something that shows, you know, the depth we're developing and really the competition at positions. Those guys have practiced well. They deserve to get in there and play, and that's what we try to do.
Ideally, that's what you needed out of this game, was really a big lead so you could get Nick some snaps.
Yeah, we were wanting to do that and planned on doing it. And, you know, as it was, you know, that they went down and scored, and I think we, you know, threw Garrett back in, and then he got a cheap one to Elroy there or whatever. But, you know, Nick came in, and I think it's good that I think he completed his first collegiate pass, didn't he?
He did.
That's kind of cool, because mine was an incompletion. So I can live it right now. I can tell you, it was, you know, it was a bad throw. So.
How much more of an effort was there to kind of go deep on some of those early passes? It seemed like,
Well, you know,
last time maybe they hadn't opened up, but was it a conscious effort?
No, you know, they're all part of the read, and you know, you count the. It was actually 10. I think I told you 9 last week, and you know, we only connected on 2 of them and had guys there. That's our responsibility to get the right play catchers in the position, and today they, you know, we completed a few of them, and those are big now. When you can get one of those where you're not having to grind out, you know, first downs all the time, and that helps.
You were pretty happy with the way your defense played today. I know they had the scoring drives they had quick. For the most part, played pretty stingy, and you kept them from getting really.
Yeah, we did. I thought towards the end there we didn't play with very good pad level. I'm sure that they'll be able to sit here in a couple weeks at that team we play next and start licking their chops a little bit. So, but you know what? We kept the ball in front of us. We competed for most throws. I thought Sean there at the end. I mean, that was a fantastic. That's as competitive as we've had a corner be in a while on that go route down on our sideline. The one he should have, you know, almost intercepted. But that's good, and we just got to continue as we move forward.
Did you get accomplished what you wanted to in the ground game, and are you getting a better handle for how Treyas and Dean can be?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. They were both really, really good baseball players where they came from. All right, believe it or not, they were kind of little league legends, you know, in the local parks there, and so I had to kind of after about the 3rd series, you know, just mention to them that, you know, in the game of baseball, every time you go up, it's not a home run, all right? And sometimes they're looking to bounce and do, you know, things that trying to make a home run all the time instead of just go do what you're supposed to do, and then eventually, you know what, that guy's going to pipe you one and you'll take it out of the park. And it's kind of what happened on J.O.'s run, you know, and those are lessons to be learned, and yet those guys want to hit a home run every time they touch it.
I think we're going to lead into a discussion of the pitch count.
I was holding on that for you.
Injuries. We saw Aaron Davis leave.
Yeah, Aaron Davis. Nick Callender had ankles. I can't tell you if it's high ankle, low ankle. You know, I mean, every guy we have an ankle we do surgery on now. But I don't know. They'll be fine. You know, I think we came out pretty good. We won't know till the morning when they check in.
Jim, 3 games in, where do you feel like Jason fits with these running backs?
Well, I think we're starting to figure out our identity back there a little bit, and they'll, you know, each have a role. As you know, I think it's important to have options, you know, at those positions, and you know, we'll keep our pitch count on their runs, all right, just for Terry.
How How important is this next week in terms of just getting healthy? Do you feel like you're going to get some of these guys back?
Well, it'll be big, but most of all, it'll be, we're going to work against ourselves when we get back, and there's some things that we've written down going into this bye week that we have to get straight from a fundamental standpoint. So we'll do a lot of that, and we'll give these guys, Monday and Friday basically off, and then obviously Saturday, that they can rest their bodies and be prepared to kind of hit this next segment of the schedule.
It's a good timing for a bye. I mean, you get 3 game films that you can come over, find things that you're happy with, not happy with, and really use this week to your advantage.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, bye weeks are good because we're going to be able to get out on the road with our guys, see some high school games here in the state of Colorado, where we recruit the heaviest, and so we're looking forward to that. I think this will be good for that. It also gives you guys, we're coming off that grind of 2-a-days. Obviously, an emotional kickoff game when you first play that. Last week didn't play well, and yet, I think that the way we won, is going to be good going into the bye week, and I don't know. I haven't ever figured out when a good one is. Last year we canceled one and picked up a 30-second game or whatever the heck it was. So, but I think it'll be good for our guys.
Will your coaches just stay in state to recruit this next week?
Yeah, it'll be in state, and then we'll hit some of the areas where we've got some commits already and that kind of stuff, just to go get out and see some guys play.
Did kickers miss field goal play a role in the decision to go for it on 4th and 1 and 3rd?
No, that was one of those. That was one of those kind of trying to make a statement, and it backfired. They kicked our tail. Kind of makes you feel kind of grumpy about it, but kicker. I mean, the guy missed off his favorite hash, for Christ's sakes. This guy can't say that, can he? The guy missed off his favorite hash, and he wasn't kicking it off great, and you could kind of tell, but he'll shrug it off, and he'll be fine. This will be good. This will give me some ammunition here for the next 2 weeks for the kicker. All right.
Yes, we came out, executed today. Up front, O-line did an excellent job, and we just ran behind them.
How impressed are you with the passing game and what it was able to accomplish today?
It was a good day. All the receivers did real well. Garrett was putting them right on the money. Hollywood was making good catches and making good moves after the catch.
Chris, is this the kind of offense you guys believe you should have every week? I mean, was this kind of putting on display what you guys believe you have this season?
Yes, sir. We got a good team. Like Coach said, every week we just got to go out and play our game. Don't play it nobody else's game. So that's what we try to do today.
What do you think was the big difference that made things click today?
We came out fast, physical. We just wanted to win.
Chris, we asked you after the first game about you and D being the 1-2 punch.
Right.
How is that developing now? I mean, what kind of identity do you guys think you have? How's that 1-2 punch?
Me and D, we're still trying to hold it down. We got J.O. too. J.O. Good back as well. But me and D, we try to 1-2 punch it. Like I said, when he get tired, I come in, and if I get tired, he comes in, and we just pick up each other's slack.
Jim was talking to sometimes maybe between you and D, trying to hit home runs with every run. What's part of that learning process to just sometimes take what's there and then find that seam eventually?
Yeah, Coach Matt came up to us during the game and told us, think of it as baseball. You can't get a home run every time you go up to bat. So, we just got to be patient and play through the whole game. And eventually we'll bust one.
What position did you play in baseball, and could you hit the curveball?
No, curveball, no. I played second base. I was a good second baseman. Hitting wasn't my thing, though, honestly.
At what point in the game did he have that talk with you guys?
Early in the game, I believe it was like first quarter. He saw us trying to hit home runs every time we touched the ball. He just came to us, told us to calm down, settle down a little bit, and that's what we did.
How much nicer is this going to make the bye week going in off this kind of performance as opposed to what you did last week?
It's going to feel good. We're going to enjoy this win, but we got to get ready for Boston College the following week.
Is this a good time to have a bye?
Yes, sir. I believe it's a good time. Get our legs back under us. Everybody get healthy and study Boston College.
Just your reaction to playing your first game here?
It was wild. The crowd was real involved. I like the atmosphere, you know, and I like playing in front of our fans, you know, showing what we can do.
Boise State game out of your head?
Definitely, you know, coming out with a beating them at home, you know, going 1-0 this week. It was definitely good. So.
What was the difference in the way you guys came out? Because obviously you came out and really started strong. I know the first drive maybe not, but after that it seemed like a real strong determination.
I think it all started with preparation this week. You know, we had great practices all week and really prepared ourselves in the film room and everything. And then once we get out there, you know, we realized, you know, we can do it. You know, they're not showing us anything else that we haven't seen before, you know, and got in the groove.
How much easier is it for an offensive lineman when you've got both the passing and running game going so that the defense has to respect both on every play?
Right. It's nice, you know, they weren't bringing so much pressure. You know, we thought they were going to bring more than what they were bringing. So with that, it was good on passing the ball and everything, and running the ball, you know, it was great. So.
How nice is the timing on this bye week? You have 3 weeks of game film that you can comb over, find things that you want to work on, and really focus on yourselves next week.
Right, it's going to be good for us, you know. We've got the bye week, and then Boston College, we're definitely going to prepare, you know, watch a lot of film and work on some things. So.
Especially for you guys on the offensive line, is now you've got your feet under it. Do you think this week can be really productive for you guys?
Definitely. You know, hopefully we get our legs back under us and everything, and we start honing in on BC.
Do you feel like for you guys as an O-line, you always said you need the game plan, but how different is your relationship not only with each other but with Garrett now that you're actually getting real playing time?
It's not that different, you know. We just kind of stepped in, filled those shoes, so just keep it going.
Anything else then, Fred?
I didn't hear you.
That 50-yard touchdown run, how good was it just to get one of those long ones?
No, it felt real good. You know, I've been knowing since the beginning of the season, you know, it's going to be a long season. You know, all three of us push each other in practice still, you know, and it felt good that when I scored that touchdown, first person I celebrated was Vidic. You know, he been telling me to keep my head up and continue to practice hard, and, you know, I've just been waiting on the opportunity and took advantage of it.
How hard is that really, though, at times? You guys all, like you say, you all know you're going to get your time. You never know when that time's going to come.
Well, you know, when Treyas and D Hart came in, I knew, you know, we was gonna get some type of a three-head monster going on. That's what we call it, and it could get frustrating sometimes, but you know, you just gotta continue to work through it because you know it's a long season, you know, and it's certain things that I know they could do better than me, and there's certain things I know that I could do better than them, and we all bring different types of run style to this offense, and we all just want to get out there and help the team win.
Does it help that you guys do have such a good relationship between the three of you, though? There's not any jealousy between you?
Yeah, because when I at the first game of the season when Treyas and D Hart both went for 100 yards, you know, I was sitting there cheering those guys on. You know, I didn't once get frustrated around them. You know, it was a little frustrating. You know, it was a little complicated for me. You know, I wanted to be out there and run with those guys, but our game plan, you know, worked around the things that they do well, and I made sure I was the first one to shoot them a text and, you know, shout them out on Twitter, you know, to let them know that I got their back, and I'm gonna continue to come back and practice Monday and continue to grind.
How impressed are you with the young receivers and what they're starting to show they can do in this offense?
Well, coming into the season, I knew that was going to be one of our strong suits. It was just a matter of when they were going to come along because, you know, they're young. But as of today, they displayed great things, and continue to look forward to those guys do great things this season.
Jason, was this what this offense should be doing every week? Was this kind of what you guys believe you can do on a regular basis, running and passing the way you work?
Yes, sir. We feel like we have a great offense. You know, we can run and we can pass, and it's kind of good when everybody get involved. You know, when both are clicking. You know, and it's just great when that happens because you know everybody is satisfied, and we're gonna try to do the same thing as we take our talents down the road to Boston College.
How important was it to have a game like this going into a bye week?
I feel like it was important, you know, to get everybody confidence up. You know, the locker room was amazing after that win, and it's a long season. And like I said at the beginning, I don't feel like there's any more games on our schedule that we can't win.
The freshman field experience?
It felt good, actually. We had the defense and offense clicking together. Anytime we click together like that, we always get a good outcome out of it. And both.
How did you guys feel about your performance overall? I mean, their scores kind of came quick drives, but for the rest of the game, you were fairly stopped.
Felt good about the performance. You know, there's plays in there that we can work on still. Obviously, Boston College run power, so we got to focus on the little stuff, little miscommunication and stuff like that, and go get after it in 2 weeks.
Would it seem like you guys were a lot more aggressive in the secondary as far as your pass coverage, especially that first quarter in particular? It seemed like there was always somebody there to break up the play except for one touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we got to start fast in the secondary, so our mindset is starting fast, so we're going to come out and break passes, make tackles early, to get the defense going, get the flow.
Did that help just playing more guys? You guys played a lot more guys in the secondary today. Did that help keep everybody a little bit sharper, a little bit more fresh when you were in there?
Yeah, it did. As an upperclassman, I like seeing the young guys, the future, go in there and play. It helped a lot because I get to rest and, get a mental rep of what's going on out there. It do help.
For you older guys, is it nice to see Sean Johnson and Kevin Nutt get a lot of time?
Yeah, it do, because those guys, they work so hard in practice, and their time will pay off. So when they get out there and show everybody what they could do, as a senior and a leader, as a upperclassman and leader, it feels good to see them go out there and perform.
After last week, what did you want to get accomplished as a secondary in this game and even defensively, and do you think you did it?
After last week, we just had to come and focus on the little stuff like making tackles, not missing tackles, and communicate. Don't let the environment change how we play and stuff like that. Really small stuff, not really anything big.
At what point did you know this was a game where everything was going to go right for you guys? Like it seemed?
You got to respect all your opponents, so we just never let the foot out the pedal. We just, even if the score was 60-0, we're going to continue playing aggressive because, anything can happen in football.
How nice is it going into the bye week, or how nice is the time into the bye week with 3 games to kind of come over, work on some things?
The bye week's pretty good, just especially the way it came. We got an ACC team that we got to focus on, and it give us a lot of time to get those film work and mental reps, practicing, see what they do, get ourselves back, get in the training room, treat everything that's hurting right now. So it's a good timing.
But you guys feel like you have a better idea of what you're good at, what needs work, and you really get 3 strong days to just work on those things?
Mm-hmm. We always know what we need to improve on. I feel like it gives us more time to improve on what we need to improve on. Anything special. We just got to focus on ourselves and the bye week and stuff.
Is it supposed to go today?
Oh yeah, definitely. We just came out fast, like Coach always says, and I think we performed well today.
You guys say you always go into every game expecting to win. Were you guys expecting to be so balanced both offensively and defensively?
Oh yeah, definitely. We wanted to be more consistent on offense and defense, and special teams also. And I think we clicked on all cylinders today. And yeah, I think we played well and started fast and it was good.
How important is it to have that this early in the season to kind of have that, given the way the first 2 games went, especially the Boise State game, come back and have this team right after it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely good. Get that loss out of our system. Just get out there and just play like we know we can play. And I think we came out today just believing that we were going to win. And from the start, we took it to them.
How much does it help the defense when the offense is producing the way they were?
Definitely helps a little bit. It's always good to see our offense run on all cylinders. Picks us up too as a defense, and when they're doing well, it makes us want to do well and get their backs too as they got ours.
Are you still trying to figure out how good you are as a team?
I think we know how good we can be, but we just got to come out here and execute on Saturdays. And during the week, we know we just got to watch more film and prepare more, and we know our potential.
So Garrett, you're a little happier with your 400-yard performance this week?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, last week we lost, so it really didn't mean much to me. So it means a little bit more that could help us get a win. But like I've said many times, at the end of the day, all I care about is winning. So I'm very happy with the way we came out and executed today.
After last week, how much did you need as a team?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge for us to come out here and execute the way we did. I feel like the receivers and me, we were kind of pretty much on point with everything we were doing. Timing was there, so that's huge for us going into a bye week, because I've been on the other end of a bye week when we lose with Coach Mack, and it's not fun. So it's a good thing to go into bye week with a win. Our heads are up high, and then executing the way we did on the field today. It seemed like everybody was pretty much open for the most part, and I just had to get them the ball, and they made plays. So.
Garrett, Coach talked about, he said you did call any more deep plays? It was just a matter of they were there on the reads.
Yeah,
Did you sense yourself looking deep a little bit more today though than maybe you had in the first two games?
Yes and no. We called, probably the same amount of deep plays that we've had. Our guys just beat them deep. That's really what it comes down to. And we knew we could get some plays over the top with how their safeties. They're kind of aggressive, so they like to sit, and so we knew with the plays that we had going into this week that they should be able to beat them over top, and we did. So that's fun.
How much did one of those plays build up the others? Like once you hit the one long ball, how much easier was it to start throwing the next ones?
Yeah, it's huge for me confidence wise. To know, anytime you miss, like that one to Joe Hansley I missed, that one's kind of eating me up because he was, running by himself. So things like that. But, when you do hit the deep ball, like, the one to Richard in the end zone, that kind of makes you feel good about yourself. And, the team kind of looks at you and gives you a big old smile. And everything about it just makes you feel good and you're happy you can execute for your team. So.
For the very similar numbers that you did last week, how much better did it feel to do it in a win at home than a loss on the road?
Oh, I mean, it feels 10 times better. Like I said, it's all about winning for me. So at the end of the day, if I played terrible like I did, first half against CU, and we win the football game, that's really all I care about. So, but it is always better to do it against at home, your home opener, to do it in front of your home fans. It makes you feel good, and I hope those guys keep coming out. We need them all year. So.
Richard obviously showed what he could do last year. You're starting to get some contributions from Xavier. Today, Elroy shows up.
Yep.
How impressed are you with your young receivers and the development they're making?
Yeah, no, I kind of joked with Coach Mack about this. Said I wish he had been here, a few years earlier, so I could have played with these guys my whole career. Because I'm leaving after this year, and these guys are just getting started. So I wish I was here. I wish I was a little younger. I could play with them a few more years. But I'm beyond impressed with what those guys are doing. Like I've said many times, if I can just get them the ball in space, they're going to make plays, make people miss, and so they make me look good, a lot better than I'd like to say I am. So they're heck of players, and I'm beyond happy we have them.
Do you get the feeling they're just starting to show the tip of what their potential is going to be in this
Oh,
offense?
I mean, absolutely. They're freshmen, sophomores, freshmen. So they've got 3 years to really grow into this offense, fully understand it, and grasp it with everything that Coach Mack wants. So when they're seniors, I'll be back here, and I'm sure they're going to be putting up godly numbers. So it'll be fun to see those guys grow. So.
Garrett, what can you say about the three-headed monster running back you guys showed today?
Yeah, it's something, like I said in fall camp all those times, I was talking those guys up as much as I could, and I think, for the most part, they've lived up to the hype, and it's something that we're going to be using through the whole year. And, people say it all the time, a good running back is a quarterback's best friend, and, it makes my job a lot easier because safeties and linebackers, they really have to bite when we play action. So it opens up everything when you've got those guys. So.
You've got three best friends.
Yeah. Thank you.